I don't drink, but I'm thinking about starting to drink. Welcome to week 5 of the Chop and Birds Weekly NFL Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Pork Chop, with
I'm Big Bird.
Big Bird. He's a very deflated, If Tom Brady's football could talk, it would be Big Bird right now. This boy is hurting, and I feel for him. But so week 5, here we go.
You want to see how we did in week 4?
Let's go right off the bat, how we did last week. And
well, there was only 15 games last week. There was an early bye, for Pittsburgh and the Tennessee COVID Titans.
We are the COVID.
They suck. Colin went 7-8, and the rest of us went 10-5.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
Just Colin fucked up by picking Chicago, Jacksonville, and Dallas.
Well, you would think that Chicago would have. Then anyway. Anywho, I'm not going to get into it. And Dallas, Cleveland, we had a chance, but anyway.
They gave up 49.
Oh my god.
The defense couldn't stop it.
That game feels like it was like centuries ago now.
Your defense couldn't stop the flu.
Defense thinks it's Swiss cheese. So
many holes.
So there we go. So what's the official standing now?
It's still Ashley's picking Michael, not yours.
Ashley's still the captain.
She's still the captain.
For 2 weeks now.
Yep.
Captain Morgan, Captain Crunch, Captain Jack, Captain Hook, whatever. She's still the captain.
Yes. She is in first. Michael is 1 game back. I have 4 games back. And Colin is 7 games back.
God damn.
We have switched spaces.
We have. Didn't have a good week last week. That's what I get for just picking off the top of my head instead of actually looking at facts and statistics.
Yeah,
so
facts and statistics are
overrated. The Amazon. Anyway,
I live in the Amazon.
So, any topics we were talking about today? Obviously, there's a big elephant in the room right now, which is the
Cass.
Oh, hey.
He's a big old bobcat.
Just because one of his nicknames is Chunky Cheese, that doesn't mean he's that fat.
I'm a big old bobcat.
He's a big old bobcat and just hanging out on top of the fucking desk, just watching, surveying the world. He's looking at something. I don't know. You see like a grain of like kitty litter on the floor? Oh, there he goes. He was honing in on it. Anyway, so that's the Tennessee Titans.
23 cases of COVID?
23 cases. That is
between players and coaches.
Okay, yeah. If you just say 23 cases, you automatically think it's just players.
Yeah.
And that's
13 players.
That's still a big chunk.
That's more than any other team has had so far.
But if y'all had 23 players that tested positive,
you'd be screwed, right?
You guys would have to forfeit like 2 weeks worth of games. Cause
for y'all that don't know, I'll just run down the whole timeline.
Chris is gonna take over for a bit, so go ahead, Chris.
How the Titans fucked up, including Tannehill fucked up, piece of shit. Okay,
Dr.
Tannehill. Well, Dr. Tannehill fucked up. But, okay, anyway, so we got COVID, right? That's why we missed last week, and didn't play the Steelers, whatever. Got moved back to week 7. Well, it comes out this week. Here's the timeline. Our first case came back Monday. We had 2 or 3 players. Yeah, then Tuesday more players. And then apparently on Tuesday, the NFL, one of the big, not Goodell, a couple steps below Goodell, told Titans, sit your ass at home. You ain't doing shit because you fucked up. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And then somebody winked somewhere and then told the players they could go out and practice. So Tannehill was like, all right, let's go practice.
Oh, shit.
So Tannehill led a practice on Wednesday with him and about 10 other offensive players, allegedly. And then the defense also had a workout that day at a different location with about 10 DBs. And then, so that came out this week. Also came out that the fuckheads weren't wearing their masks at the facilities ever. They showed up in masks, and then they took them after they got their COVID test and never put them back on.
Oh Jesus,
fuckheads!
Ugh.
Y'all, what are y'all doing?
Y'all
don't y'all want to play? Y'all are really dumb.
For real.
Every other freaking team who has a case, like Patriots, they had 2 cases.
Let's shut that shit down.
And they're gonna play on Monday.
No Cam, but.
Well, Cam might be back.
I don't know.
Because
you have to have 2 negative tests in a row, right?
If you are asymptomatic, you have to have 2 negative tests in 5 days.
There you go.
If you have symptoms, it's 10 days regardless, and you have to have 2 negative tests within those 10 days. And then at the end of your 10 days, have another 3 days of no symptoms. So okay, it's really 17 days almost.
Okay, so more than 2 weeks. Good God.
But, so the Titans have 23 people, 13 players, 5 of which are starters.
Oh, geez.
You can argue 6 at the moment because we have big names. We have defense. We have Christian Fulton, who's our 2nd round pick. He's kind of our nickel corner, our 3rd corner. And then we run a 3-4 in Tennessee, including.
I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
So do we. And we're fucking terrible this year.
Yeah, we run a 3-4, and 2 of our 3 defensive linemen
2 of our 3
have COVID, including Jeffrey Simmons, who is. Side note: going into Week 4, he was the highest rated by PFF, the highest rated 2nd-year player in the league, and he was the 5th best defensive lineman in the league. Yeah, so he has COVID.
Compromised.
Yeah, fuck. So and then take the other side of the ball. No offensive linemen are sick. Thank God. Lawan's doing better. He was hurt, not COVID. He was just hurt. Okay. I don't know.
That's just my cat.
Henry's good. Tam, fuckhead, he's good. But we have these things called receivers, and we don't have those anymore.
Like they're just extinct, like they're wiped off the face of the earth.
So AJ Brown, who he's been out since Week 1 with a bone bruise on his knee, was questionable for. He would have been questionable for Week 4. He's questionable for this week. He's questionable. So he's our best receiver. He's questionable. Then you got Corey Davis. He's our number 2. He's our leading receiver this year. He has COVID. Well, okay, well, we have Adam Humphries, right? He's a great 3rd down receiver, good slot receiver. He has COVID. So our number 1 receiver going into this game could be Khalif Raymond, who is a one-hit wonder. He catches 1 pass a game for about 50 yards, and then he's done.
That maybe he needs to catch, 3 passes for 75 yards.
We're still going to lose. Because we won't be able to stop Buffalo at all. Our rush defense is already 30th in the league, and now we take out 2 of our starting 3 defensive linemen.
And that's when I brought up to Chris. I was like, well, they need to get y'all's backup running backs to start catching balls, right? And then Chris informed me that they ain't got no backups.
Yeah, if you want to start looking at backups. Oh, also our long snappers got COVID. That's fun.
Oh, Jesus.
But
special teams are going to be special for y'all.
Colin's put in your 3rd string running back. Let him catch passes. Well, he got COVID. Put in your fullback. Well, he got COVID too.
All right, what about your 3rd string safeties that have a little bit of hands? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we're screwed, y'all.
Does Grable drink?
He does now.
I would. I don't drink.
We were so close to being able to come back Wednesday.
Oh my God.
So we had no tests come back Monday and none come back Tuesday, and then we have freaking tests come back Wednesday and Thursday.
Who's the fuckhead that said y'all could practice though?
See, supposedly, and this is why it's not. Everyone hates the Titans right now. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone hates the Titans.
I got a little snippet about that I want to talk about when you're done. So.
Everyone hates the Titans. It's fine. They weren't wearing masks. They're fuckheads. We all know. But they are 3-0. So, there we go. But no. So there's relief. Diana Rossini. Yeah. NFL Insider said that they do not think the Titans went out there in spite of what they were told from the NFL. They think, because there was 5 different people who got told something, and they think somewhere in miscommunications the players were told they could practice outside, but they could not practice inside in a gym together.
So they practice outside or inside?
They practice outside on a field, but that is not true. They technically couldn't do that, but they think there was a miscommunication.
Oh my God.
But yeah, but then also people. I watched First Take yesterday while I was at work.
Oh, why'd you do that?
As sad as it is, Titans are getting talked about. Y'all
are in the news. We're not talking about us sucking right now. Thank you, Chris.
Hey, I'll take it. You know what? For Titans, any press is good.
Any publicity is good publicity, right?
No one talks about the Titans. Ever.
No, it's all about the Cowboys.
Maybe the AFC Championship and who?
It'll be fucking March 31st. Oh, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. So no, Stephen A was like, they was asked, should the Titans forfeit? And he said no because of one reason. It's not like these guys were out partying knowing they had COVID. They as of Wednesdays, they still thought they had a game on Sunday. And you can't go all week cold, not doing anything, and then be just thrown into an NFL game. That's how injuries happen. Mm-hmm. So I get why they wanted to go out party. They wanted to stay loose. So for that reason, a lot of people think they shouldn't forfeit. Because, I mean, as far as they knew, they had a game on Sunday on Wednesday. Obviously, it got canceled as of Thursday. Obviously, there were no more practices.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. It's, like, they were told they could go out and practice.
Yeah.
So, you go out and practice because you got to prep. We're talking about practice, but, sorry, AI, practice is very important.
Especially in football.
Because you only get one chance of football. In baseball, you get multiple games. In playoffs, basketball, you get multiple games. Football, you get one shot. So practice is really important in football, especially. And I just feel like everybody was like, I have friends that are Cowboy fans and otherwise that are just like, they should fucking forfeit, man. They're fucking stupid. They shouldn't have done that shit. And then the reports came out that y'all were told y'all could practice. And they kind of dialed back a bit.
Yeah.
I was on your side the entire time. I was like, they shouldn't have to forfeit. They should, because it wasn't even a player that got it the first time. Like the first one, it was a coach that got it, and then it spread like wildfire. Apparently, so
because they weren't wearing masks.
So, it sucks. I'm sorry that y'all had to be patient zero for this whole COVID experiment for the NFL. But now we know what not to do. Like, ever. So,
and the NFL really doesn't have it. They should have left with I saw interesting in that take. They should have had a week 8 bye with no teams playing and a week 13 bye with no teams. Make this like a 19-week season this year. Have 2 random byes in the middle where no one's playing, and use those weeks for makeup games that have to get canceled because of COVID. Because you know what's going to happen at some point.
Yeah, I was JR Sports Briefing is a talk show on CBS.
The NFL left no wiggle room.
And he was talking about last night that the NFL, hopefully the NFL doesn't run out of time with these COVID cases. Because it's like, how you can make these makeup games if we're like about to start the playoffs, week 1 of the playoffs. And everything like that. So he's like, do you go off like best record, and then that's the team that makes it to the playoffs? So if like y'all have to sit out, and versus let's say the Jets have to sit out, y'all get it over the Jets, or y'all get it over whatever. The Jets aren't gonna make the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. So it just goes off that, I guess, is what it boils down to. But anyway, so get well soon. Interested to see what y'all do on Tuesday night against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, so like I said, we don't know who we're gonna have. Like I said, the protocol, if they're asymptomatic, they only have to wait 5 days and have 2 negative tests. So we'll see. I don't know we don't know who has symptoms and who doesn't. That's not released.
Well, hopefully, it'll work out in the end for you. So anyway, any other topics besides the Titans? Y'all kind of took over the topics this week for the NFL, especially.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else to talk about, really. No more, like, key injuries.
No.
Which is kind of weird, because it seems like you can't have one and the other at the same time. It's got to be either injuries or COVID. Injuries or COVID. That's all you got. So.
Your Cowboys lost again.
They did lose again, so we'll get to that when we get to our team picks.
We may be 3-0, but I don't feel like a 3-0 team. I feel like we already took a loss.
Imagine how the Bears feel.
We took a loss to COVID.
Yeah, so y'all are 3-3, pretty much. Y'all have a 500 record now because of COVID. Y'all are 3-23 right now. Yay! All right, Chris. So if that's all you wanted to talk about, that's all I got too. There's nothing else I really want to talk about.
Okay.
So without further ado, let me ask you that question. Hopefully, this will make you feel a little bit better. Maybe this will be the vaccine that you need for your broken heart. Unlike COVID right now, which is, I got a question for you, and that's, Chris, who you got?
It helps. It helps a little bit.
Oh, good.
I gotta find the shit show.
Get you a lollipop and a Spider-Man sticker while I'm at it, too. Okay, so you still have to pick your shit show. That's cool. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Christopher. And one stormy night, sitting home alone.
Got it.
And that's the end.
And it was actually spoiler. Y'all were the y'all's game was second in the running.
I was surprised you didn't pick us, but anyway, all right. So what's up? What do we got for the noon games?
All right. Well,
Thursday night.
We both picked.
We both
picked the Buccaneers. And they lost.
We suck on Thursday nights. Like I think
every team sucks.
I think we're like 1-3 on Thursday nights.
We're not good. We've lost 2 in a row at least.
Bold strategy.
No, I don't know. Fuck about. All right, we got the Panthers at the Falcons.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
We'll go back to my notes. Yeah.
Go to the notes.
Let's say Colin.
I'm gonna go with Carolina. Atlanta, I think at this point should tank for Lawrence or lose for Lawrence or whatever. Even though I don't think Matt Ryan is the problem per se. I mean, the guy's doing the best that he can. I think it's probably the defense that's the problem for Atlanta because they keep giving up shit.
They keep giving up shit. Who the fuck?
That was my wife texting me.
Your wife is an exception.
My wife is, yeah, she's the only one that can.
All right, here we go. Raiders at Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Yeah, KC wins this one easily.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got the
Excuse me.
Cardinals at Jets. Cardinals have lost 2 in a row.
They did. So I think they're going to win again. They're going to win. They're going to find a way to win again. Is what I was trying to say.
I put Arab.
Arab.
And not Arizona. I'll take Arizona as well. I think they get back. I mean, then they get back in the win column.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving right along. Here we go. We got the Eagles at the Steelers.
Eagles at the Steelers. Steelers for sure.
Pitt boss.
Pitt. I don't know why I freaking hesitated. I don't know. I was like, no, Steelers for sure.
So this is gonna be one the Eagles win for no reason.
Oh yeah, it'll be. And then you didn't pick the Eagles, right? So
nope.
Now they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Because every time you pick against the Eagles, they win.
They are 1-0 when I pick against them, and they're 2-1 when I pick them.
Still can't believe there's a fucking time. Pro football.
Yeah.
In college,
you can't score 1 point in a 15-minute period, and
Yeah.
your ass anyway.
No, that's true.
All right, here we go.
About to be professional.
Bengals at Ravens.
The Ravens.
Yeah.
For
Bengals
sure.
are on the rise. So they finally, Joe Burrow got his first win. He's like, man, winning's fun.
Doing it fun.
Don't get used to it. You're gonna lose to Baltimore.
Exactly.
But here we go. Here's our shit show of the week.
Oh boy.
With a combined record of 1-7,
Oh.
we have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are the one win, versus the Houston Texans.
Good for them. It's a divisional game. They just recently fired their coach. Oh yeah, we forgot about that. Forgot about the coach GM.
Yeah.
Fuck him anyway.
The butt chin got fired.
Yeah, he's no longer in the league. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna go with the Jags.
Oh, you're on Jags.
I'm gonna go
I
Jags.
typed in Houston for you. I spoke too soon.
What? No, baby girl, no.
I figured you were all right.
Nah, the Jags got the one win amongst these two teams. I think they're gonna build upon that. Hopefully.
I hope Houston wins. That way, they're both just 1-4, awful.
Yeah.
Or 1-3, 1-4.
It's a divisional game where you're just like, dance, puppets, dance.
Yeah, they're both terrible. All right, Dolphins at Niners.
Garoppolo's back, so I'm
San Francisco.
I'm gonna go San Fran.
Me too. All right.
No more Mullen.
Let's see how many teams we have. 1 game difference so far. That was the Jacksonville and Houston game.
Better than last week.
All right. House up.
First one.
Colts at Browns.
Oh, you know what,
Browns
man?
are 3-1.
Browns are 3 and freaking. Who would have thunk? If you had that on your 2020 bingo card, y'all let me know if the Browns go 3-1.
Their one loss was to Baltimore,
which is a damn good team.
It's in Cleveland.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Cleveland, even though Indy's defense is probably gonna wreck Baker a few times in this game.
To be fair, in their defense, they have not played a single person yet.
No, not really.
Indy like, oh, we got your best team. I see it on the freaking AFC South fan pages or whatever. You got the best defense in the league. Okay, you have played the Jags and you lost. You played the Vikings when they were still shit.
And
you played the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
And you played the Bears.
Okay, so yeah, Cleveland might be the best team that you guys have faced all year.
This is a real test for the Colts. Because if you want to, what's his nuts? Philip Rivers has only thrown through 4 games? Yeah, 4 games. Hasn't even broken 1,000 yards yet, which is kind of surprising for him.
Wow.
4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Okay, here's the thing. I think I'm going to have to go with Bill Ryder on Ryder. Not Bill Ryder. What the fuck's his name? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, one of the CBS Sports talk show hosts was like, in the end, it's all going to boil down to who fucks up more in the fourth quarter, Phillip Rivers or Baker Mayfield, and I'm going to take Baker Mayfield to come out on top on that.
I'll take that as well.
So, Baker,
Baker.
Baker over Rivers.
Here's the runner-up for the shit show of the week.
Da, 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 da.
With a combined record of 1-7.
I don't want to talk about
it. These teams are an onside kick away from being 0-8.
Ugh.
Well, it should be 0-8. The Giants at the Cowboys.
Well, we're the home team. You think we'd win, right?
What the fuck was Tanner doing like last week? Oh, your Dak's doing pretty good. He's earned that money.
I looked at my wife and I was like, Tanner's a Dak apologist all of a sudden? Like, I didn't get it.
I was with Ashley like, the fuck's he talking
Was
about?
he drinking?
I'm like, and then Ashley's like, Tanner's like, oh, the 2 interceptions he's thrown so far? Okay.
And then he threw
the third one.
Tanner fucking jinxed him.
Yes, but he's fumbled like 3 times.
Uh-huh.
He gets sacked.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do shit in the first, 25 minutes of a game. Or first, 35 minutes of a game.
Doing his best Tebow impression.
He's good for the last quarter and a half. And by that point, they're already down by 20, and the defense starts to play soft. Oh, good job.
Well, it's just...
You're 0-3 again against winning teams, and you're 1-0 against losing teams.
It's just...
It's the Dak special.
Our offensive line... We lost Tyron Smith this week.
I saw that.
He's done for the year.
Saw that.
So we are down to pretty much the skeleton crew, which is filled with a bunch of, no names and undrafted free agents.
You're telling me it's not easy to win without a stellar offensive line?
You gotta have a good offensive line to win football games. Who would have thought?
I'll say Dak had such a good team for the first 4 years, and he didn't do anything. Oh, now it's a little hard.
And now he's leading the league in passing yards and shit. But it
doesn't mean anything.
It's a falsified stat.
I like Jameis Winston led the league last year. Good for him.
Yeah. Now he's a backup.
So
he's back up to a little breezy. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Dallas. I swear to Christ, if the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Giants, I told my wife.
Two things. Oh, go ahead.
I told my wife, the Cowboys lose to the Giants. I honestly don't want us to win one fucking game this year.
This is either going to go one of 2 ways. You're going to it's going to stay stupid close because y'all are fuckheads and y'all might lose. Mm-hmm. Or you're going to beat them by 40. I don't think there's like an in-between.
Hopefully beat them by 40, but I'm not holding my breath. But I don't want us to win more than 5 games this year if this is how we're going to play. I want us to get a high draft pick. I want us to recalibrate, maybe get an offensive lineman in the first couple rounds. And, we'll just see how Dak does the rest of the season with a shit football team, and then we'll go from there. But if we don't win, if we don't win. If we win, cool. We're about half a game back of the division again. Unless the Eagles lose this week, then I think
you'll be first.
We'd be first, which is cool.
Unless Washington wins too, though.
Unless Washington, yeah. But it's feast or famine right now with the Cowboys, and hopefully we feast this week. So I'm an optimist. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Go Cowboys.
Okay.
Okay. Silence. Crickets.
Speaking of which, I think I missed a game.
Oh no.
Let's see.
We'll just add it to the total.
Here we go. Speaking of, I think Washington plays this week, right?
They should. I know that the
Rams at Washington.
Oh, Rams are gonna win.
Yeah.
So either we're gonna be still in second place in the division, or we're gonna be first.
And then here we go. Someone take the Giants just for shits and giggles.
Of course he did.
So.
Because they're going to win. Because now they picked them.
Well, I picked Cleveland last week.
NFC East teams, you pick against them. Again, it's feast or famine. So.
Well, to be fair, this year I think when I picked the Cowboys, they've won. Because I picked the Rams.
You fucking change it back to the Cowboys.
Who'd y'all play week 2?
Who we play week 2? Shit. Who did we play in week 2?
It's your one win. Atlanta.
Oh, Hotlanta.
I think let me see.
I didn't watch that game.
Let me get research here. Who did I pick? I have week 2.
I think you picked Atlanta that week.
Yeah, shit, I picked Atlanta.
I think you broke my balloon tying hand.
But then the other weeks I picked the team. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's whatever.
I'm going to pick the Giants for fuck's sake.
Water under the Bridgewater.
There you go. Y'all should win.
Yeah.
In theory. There we go.
You would think.
Interesting Monday. There's actually a decent Sunday night game now because the Vikings have seemed to have woken up. They beat whoever the fuck they played last week. They beat Houston. They looked good against us. Vikings at Seahawks.
Vikings at Seahawks.
Seattle still wins though.
I got Seattle for sure.
Well, Seattle.
I'm actually very happy with some of these Sunday night matchups for the most part this year so far. If it's a good matchup, you get 2 good things, which is you get Carrie Underwood in leather pants and you get a good Sunday night matchup, and that's good for me.
They're worse things to have.
They're worse things to have than Carrie Underwood and leather pants and a good Sunday night matchup. So you get both of them. Yeah, maybe like a side of chips and guac. You got a good Sunday night. You got a good evening.
He's asleep. Oh, no, he's not.
He's up.
Now we got 2 Monday night games. We got the Broncos at Pats.
Was that the originally scheduled Monday night game? No, that was the one that got moved.
That was moved.
I'm gonna go Pats. I just don't know who's gonna be the quarterback, but I think whoever it is can beat the lost my train of thought. The Broncos.
Let's see. I'm trying to see.
The horses.
Trying to see if there's anything about
Sean Lee playing.
Sean Lee playing.
Cam playing.
Who are you gonna take?
New England.
You taking New England?
I'm gonna take New England.
Taking the New Englanders. I'll take New England too, regardless of who's quarterback.
Taking the clam chowders over the what the fuck does Colorado have?
Broncos?
Eat.
Oh.
Broncos.
They have marijuana?
Okay, I'll take the New England clam chowder over the marijuanas, I guess.
The potheads.
Or the Peyton Manning Papa John's franchises.
Oh, Jesus.
They legalized marijuana, he opened up multiple Papa John's franchises. Smart man.
Now the original Monday night game, interesting that both are on ESPN. One's at 4 o'clock. ESPN has a doubleheader. ESPN has the 4 o'clock game, Broncos and Patriots.
I'm okay with that.
And the 7:15, Chargers at Saints.
Oh, go Saints.
I'll go Saints as well.
Go Saints. I mean,
Justin Herbert is now the starter.
He's the captain now.
I think he's a good quarterback.
He's a damn good quarterback. I just feel so bad for Tyrod Taylor. His entire NFL career.
He has started a lot of careers.
He has started and ended his own multiple times.
He started Baker. He started Herbert. There was a third one he did too.
He was in Buffalo for
Allen, but Josh Allen. Yeah,
Allen was.
He leads you to the promised land.
So if you pick him up and you got a young blood behind him on your football team, that guy's gonna be good. He's gonna be good going forward.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe not the best.
Now, the
Tuesday night matchup.
Let's see, who is it? It's on CBS. I wonder if Romo would call that on CBS.
Romo and Nance, maybe.
Since it's just the only game.
There's an Iron Eagle and
other dude. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
On a Tuesday night!
But, like I said, one positive for the Titans. At least they've had 2 straight days of no COVID. They're allowed to return to their facility tomorrow, I believe. Barring another random COVID test positive. So, it should be back to normal. Hopefully.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Well, there's actually... We'll see. We'll fucking see. As far as stats go, we can compare. Tannehill has thrown for 800 yards through 3 games. Not terrible through 3 games.
I don't know if he had 4, he'd be over 1,000.
Yeah. Henry has ran for 300 yards through 3 games. 320.
Averaging 100 yards.
Yeah. And then Corey Davis has caught 206.
Yards.
Through 3 games, yes.
Not 206 passes.
Yes, he has got 206 receptions.
I was like, God damn, fuck you, Michael Thomas. This guy's doing it in 3 games.
Oh, shit.
You can only do half.
There we go. Tennessee at Buffalo. Who you got?
I'm going to go with Buffalo, and I'm a little upset that you guys are butting into my Toronto Tuesdays right now. It's a low blow. That's fucked up.
I'm going with Tennessee.
Oh, captain goes down with the ship.
They're going to lose because they have the backups out. They have a lot of backups out there. No one to catch the ball.
I admire your commitment.
There's no one to catch the ball.
So there's nobody catch. I don't know. Maybe
Tannehill can throw to himself.
I was like, yeah, maybe can Henry throw?
Yeah,
maybe Henry can throw it because Tannehill was a receiver at A&M, so
he's probably a better receiver than we have out there.
Yeah, Tannehill's like Brucey's time to shine. It's like Henry or whoever, maybe the fucking.
I'll say our backup quarterback Logan Woodside. He's not bad.
No, he's not.
Our third string quarterback is that's not practice squad. Our third string quarterback on the 53-man roster is our safety Kevin Byard. So
I did not know that. Cool. All right. Well, there you go. All right, guys. This is at 29 minutes clocked in.
Fucking
so
Titans.
Thank y'all so much for dropping by. We greatly appreciate y'all. Just continue to be safe and continue to thoughts and prayers to the Tennessee Titans especially.
Wear the mask.
The Jets had one positive test, but it was a negative.
It was.
It was a false negative. False positive. Sorry,
yes.
False positive. So anyway, there you go. So hopefully no more of this COVID happens, in the league, and hopefully we can get this shit contained. All right, guys. Always remember My Little Piglets. Colin Porkchop loves y'all the mostest, and
make good choices.
Especially fucking Tennessee Titans, and especially in the goddamn pick'em.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask, and Cowboys, you better fucking win.
What is?
Ugh.
Bye.
Bye.